Hello and welcome to the 2025-2026 school year. I wanted to go ahead and send you all a really quick GoGuardian refresher for the beginning of the school year since I probably won't be able to touch base with all of you. So first things first, you are going to want to make sure that your Google Classroom classes are set up. What I mean is not only do you have them structured, but you want to go ahead and make sure that within your classroom, you have your students invited. Now, if they are grayed out like this one and they say invited, you need to wait until they've accepted that invitation. What that will do is it will make it more, like it won't be grayed out text, and then that student will be able to be pulled into GoGuardian. So for this example, I'm going to go ahead and as the student, click join. And on the teacher side, I'm going to hit refresh. And as you'll see, the font will be black and there will no longer be an invite thing. Plus, I will have a guardian attached to that student. Now I can pull in this class and all my other classes and have the students in them. So in order to do that, we need to go to GoGuardian. In your browser, you are going to go to teacher.goguardian.com. Or you can click your staff bookmark, go to district bookmarks, and you can come down here to GoGuardian Teacher. Okay. So I am in my GoGuardian Teacher. If you are not already signed in or this is your first time, you will sign in using your Google. That is how I have you linked within our district. So once you're here, if you have classes from last year, which you probably will, I would go ahead and delete or archive those because those are tied to old student accounts. Schedule might be slightly different, whatever the cause may be. I am a person who likes to start from scratch. So I've deleted all mine. I'm going to come up to the top right where it says Import Google Classroom. I'm going to click it. It's going to populate with all of my classrooms, and I am going to go ahead and select all. You'll notice it did not select this bottom one. It's because I have this one set up to not allow to be synced because it's got adult accounts in it, not student ones. So I have all of my student classes for this year selected, and I'm going to click Import Classroom. Now, for all of the classes, I have the students that have been invited added. So those students will already be here. But let's say you get a new student halfway through the school year, halfway through the quarter, halfway through the first month. You can go ahead and add them to Google Classroom once they've accepted it. I will show you how that looks, adding them from that point on. So let's go ahead and pop into my first, second grade library settings and take a peek at students. As you can see, no, it didn't show my students. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, whether again it's new or whatnot, once they've accepted it on Google Classroom, I can come into GoGuardian and go to the settings and I can click Sync Students from Google. I click that. It's going to sync. It's going to talk to my Google Classroom. You'll notice nothing popped up. I'm going to go ahead and refresh the entire page. This will allow the student to pop up. That is how you are going to add new students if and when you receive them. Okay? That is the important part of your setup. I want to go over one last thing. No, two things. Let's go over two things that are kind of important. I want to make sure that the settings for each of my pages is correct. So while I'm still in settings, I'm going to come all the way to the right up here, and I'm going to click Settings. From here, I can rename all of that stuff. The important part for me, first part of the important part, is scene. All of my classes I have set up with scenes. For my elementary, it's my Library Today scene where I have all of the links we're going to be using for a given library lesson already updated. I do that during my prep time. And I have other ones so that when they come in, if we are doing typing, I can put them in a typing scene and it makes it so that they are stuck within typing. They cannot navigate elsewhere. During SSR, it sticks them within reading applications and doesn't allow them access to other things. Like I said, for the most part, I stick with Library Today, Update Classroom. Now, the last important part of the settings, in my opinion, is scheduling. Scheduling is setting dates and times that you want the classes seen to be monitoring students. So your class time. And basically what I do is I will do the start date as the beginning of the school year, end date, end of the school year. Pretty straightforward. The time of my class, the beginning and the end time. And then for library, because I don't have the same class every day at the same time for library, I have a custom filter where it repeats weekly, and for first, second grade, every Wednesday. So what this reads out as is every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., the first, second grade library scene will be active and monitoring from the beginning of the school year till the end of the school year. This is nice because on days when I am out sick, it will still monitor students, which means my sub isn't having to freak out and go, should you be here? Should you not be here? What should you be doing? The filter already does it. Plus, it allows me to monitor them from home if I am well enough to do that. I've done that with my TEALS class where I've been homesick, and I will use the chat feature through GoGuardian to help them with their assignment still. It's really nice. And it sends you a report at the end of the lesson letting you know, hey, here's what your class did during their allotted time, and here's how they used their computer. Spectacular. Okay? Last thing I want to show you before I am done is actually over here in the left under scenes. So that library time, typing, all of that, those scenes that I was talking about are ones that I have set up. And the cool thing and why I have multiple is while I have some students who might be working on the lesson, the library today scene, some might finish. So I will go ahead and I will select the students that are finished and I will assign them to maybe free time or SSR. So you can have multiple scenes running in your classroom, just one single default one though, if that makes sense. Let me go ahead and explain the difference between these two allowed and blocked lists. Allowed means that everything is blocked except the links that you specifically allow when you set up the list. Pretty straightforward. This is what I use almost exclusively for my elementary students. I've used it for my robotics as well. On classes where I have a little bit more motivational students, I will use the blocked websites. And what that does is it allows everything that the district allows, except the websites that I block. So it's the polar opposite. I don't have as many uses for it. I hate to say it, I'm a little bit of a control freak, so I usually lean towards the allowed websites. Once you go ahead and create, they're pretty straightforward. If you have any questions on those setups, please let me know. Just really quick run view of the rest of it. Calendar will show you your scheduled sessions. Student reports, as you can see, is new. And basically what it does is it allows you to run like how your student used their browsing, or it allows you to search your student's browsing activity for a specific class by a specific student for a specific date range. So if there was an issue, you could look and you would have proof or like screenshots for parent review or administrative review. Okay. That is our GoGuardian in a nutshell. If you have any questions for setup, please let me know. Otherwise, I will see you around the building and happy learning.